Yeah, this episode won't have a voice like an opening because we didn't plan this far ahead. Episode 36, Epilogue. We're doing a general overview slash review slash summary slash
slash tribute slash epilogue.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's what this. It's like it's a lot of stuff.
We're tying up loose ends.
Yes, essentially. So, yeah.
So we successfully read all of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
With
the first book of
the
trilogy.
primary phase. Yeah. It took us 9 months.
Is it that long?
I think 9 months. We started New Year's 2018. The epilogue is now going to be released. Yeah, about 9 months later. So yeah, that's.
I thought we started I think we started January.
Yeah, well, yeah, we started January, I think, yeah, but we talked about it December. But yeah, I think January is when we properly started actually.
In any case, less than a year.
Less than a year. Which was our goal? Question mark. So yeah, that was we were well within our goal. So yeah, kind of still thinking if we should do another book or put the creative efforts of MBBC into another thing or other such things.
Right.
But
how did you find it?
Yeah, it wasn't too hard of a read. It was just, but yeah.
Oh yeah, the book was great. I felt like it was interesting. I don't know if I've ever
I don't think I've read I think it's the one a very good book. I say one of the best books I've ever read, but as in it was good at telling jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I've normally read comedy books in the past, that one that very good at telling jokes. The jokes were more basic pun types, but these were quite subtle, dry humor.
Yeah.
I guess because it was a radio show that the humor is a bit more, I guess, refined for the general British population, so it would be a more dry and subtle.
Right. I think it also, the humor translates really well into written form.
Yeah.
Because it was a radio show. You don't have to rely on any visuals for
of course,
jokes to be funny.
I think I've heard this. People always say this when you listen back to audio things of comedians, and they're like, "See, for those listening at home, that was funny because I pulled a face."
Mm-hmm.
And it's that doesn't translate well. But this definitely worked quite well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think it was an interesting experience, talking to you after every chapter and really analyzing stuff.
Breaking down the dialogue interactions. But yeah, and the characters were likable for the most part. Even the supposed bad guys were quite nice. And yeah, I would say bad guys, they were just people that wanted to take Arthur's brain for money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were quite enjoyable characters as well. But yeah, we talked about the radio show, and the radio show is actually quite interesting in comparison to the book. It's relatively the same. Some of the jokes change. When we're introduced to Ford, the radio show is in approximately 30 seconds, we will meet Ford as he comes and says, "Hello, Arthur," which is quite a funny bit. Or the ending of the book is completely different. As in, the end of the radio show actually cuts in kind of into the beginning of the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Right, which is... So it just goes into the second book, probably.
Yeah. So instead of them being "Oh, let's go there," the computer they're hiding behind explodes, which I don't guess the explosion was powerful enough to send them through time and space into the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all kind of weird stuff happens there. But yeah, that was a big difference. But also, it was quite nice hearing jokes that you've read, the wristwatch, the recurring hatred of wristwatches. Electrical wristwatches. That was quite funny.
Yeah, I guess the time-based jokes is the one kind of joke a radio show can do that doesn't really translate to
Yeah, like referring back to a previous episode, like a...
Or just saying, like, in about 30 seconds before it's gonna...
Yeah, of course.
Say hello.
Right, yeah.
Because it's like, you don't know how fast the reader is reading it. You can't say in 30 seconds.
That only works in the radio show.
Yeah, it doesn't. At least it doesn't work quite the same.
One of the times I listened through it I would actually, whenever the narrator said that, I would start counting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually, like, very accurate, which makes sense. But yeah, it was all quite well done. I mean, it was written by Douglas Adams. He's written quite a few things. He directed Doctor Who for a hot minute, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was
was it?
Chief script editor or whatever. Tom Baker.
Yeah. Tom
Actually,
Baker,
I was gonna say, in the mini-series of Hitchhiker's Guide, Peter Davison, who's the doctor that came after Tom Baker, plays the food at the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Right. Oh yeah.
So that's a fun piece of trivia, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it was overall a very good book. Yeah, like the actual like literacy, like literal devices used were quite good. Like the whole like weird ways of describing things was quite was like very clever. Like the floating in a way bricks don't, and there was another one. Oh, it was Arthur guessed wrongly. That was quite a good one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, this was enjoyable. I'm sure we'll probably do more MBBC in the future, but
yeah, you just need a book.
But it's just a matter of when that may happen. But stick around. There will probably be more of this.
Yeah.
Or let us know if this is something that you enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess you found out some sad news as we were reaching the end of the book.
Yeah, so I think October 4th or 3rd, Stephen Moore, or the voice actor of Marvin in the original show, and I think he also was the robot in the miniseries.
Yeah, he did the voice of Marvin in the radio and in the miniseries.
And he did loads of other stuff for the BBC. He passed, and we just thought, we would put this here as a small little tribute to someone who was quite dedicated to not just Hitchhiker's Guide, but also just entertaining millions of people.
He was in an episode of Doctor Who as well. Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
He has done quite a few things with the BBC.
Yeah, he was in a couple other shows as well. But he was like, I think on the eulogy that the BBC do, because they normally do that for actors and such who have passed out. Like he was one of like the busiest people, voice actors for the BBC, because he was just doing quite a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. Like they have just a lot of actors that they can you can do this and this. Just because of how they're... Yeah, we thought we'd just put this here. It would make sense to do it right at the end of the tying up loose ends and overall final statements about the book. So yeah. But yeah, I think this has been a fun little journey we've gone on together through how many pages? Our books are differently paged. 129 pages. Mine ends on, I guess, redacting the... Yeah. So 129 pages of stuff. Yeah.
Wait, I'll get you a page count. I'd say that counts as a page, because probably most chapters end with pages like that. Mine says 143, which is disappointing, because it could have been 42. The forward and stuff. Should we just have the audio fade out at this part where we're talking about page numbers? Yeah, that really font, like we're an old movie. Should it say the end, or should it say like La Fin or La Fin or whatever? Or just Fin, that's right, yeah.